Ransom Far with Blake. And we're fucking gay.
Good one. Hi, welcome back to Ransom Far with Blake. I'm... And Blake's not here because if you watch Patreon, Blake is S-I-C-K again. But it's worse this time. AIDS. no, he's got a touch of the pneumonia. He's going to be fine. He's going to be all right. But I guess allegedly the doctor didn't say, you're too hot to be in here this time. What the doctor said was, don't go around anybody for a whole week. So instead of not giving a cast, me and Beans decided to burn the midnight oil. And we're like, let's not only give a regular app, but we got a Patreon episode too. And it's just me and Beans in there. We're just chopping it up. We were talking about Christmas, right? Santos Cristobal. We were talking about Christmas and our love for it. We didn't talk about our love for it. Do you even like Christmas?
Yeah, I still have an appreciation for it, for sure.
What does that mean? You never once had an appreciation for it, but now you do now?
I did as a child.
Go ahead.
And I've maintained it.
Go ahead.
I still have an appreciation for Christmas despite the, all the darkness in the world.
That's a weird one. You could just say you like fucking Christmas.
Yeah, I like it.
Why do you like it?
My mom makes lasagna.
Ooh. Is your mom?
No, she's Irish.
Oh.
Well, Christmas cultural appropriation.
No, that's not cultural appropriation. That's okay. But Italians do love Christmas. I like Christmas. You know what I like? And I didn't get to do it this year. Because my girl, she doesn't like a super bright Christmas tree. She likes the white lights and like the ribbons and shit. And like these little holly berries. Love the holly berries. But I like a bright, fucked up Christmas tree. Like I like a Christmas vacation. Now, I know his house was all white lights in the movie. But I like a bright, multicolored, blasting bells and a Santa and snowmen. I would like, if I had a house, I would have fucking inflatable shit. I love Christmas, dude. You know what I was bummed about? No. We didn't get any, this year.
Yeah, it's been like 60 degrees.
It's like 55 degrees on Christmas, dude. I'm like, where do I live? In the Mediterranean coast?
Some people are...
I feel like I got some of that almond in my mouth.
Yeah. When people complain about the warm weather in December, how do you feel?
I'm with them.
The global warming.
I'm with them. I don't like a warm Christmas. I like a cold Christmas. You know those old photos? You remember when you were a kid? And yeah, you can talk about global warming all you want, but I mean, it's not like that's not a true thing that's not happening. But, okay, rolls his eyes, okay. Beans is at the Creation Museum like, Jesus rode a dinosaur. I like that old, you remember like old brown station wagons Peepaws used to drive? And they had the big houndstooth coat on with the little brimmed hat. And, I throw up. They had the old brown... or the little brim hat, and they would walk up with all the gifts, and the wind would be whipping, there'd be snow on the ground. I love an image like that. That's like what Christmas is to me. Kind of shitty, snowy weather, or big fluffy snow, but there's some fucking snow. There's a chill in the air, you know what I mean? Instead this year, it's like nice. We wore little light jackets. On Christmas, we wore a light jacket, but dude, without snow on the ground, all the trees are like... fucking jagged. It's like gray. That's the type of winter I hate. Snow, great.
It was raining on Christmas.
It was raining on Christmas.
Me and the bros play basketball in the rain.
On Christmas?
On Christmas.
You and your brothers?
Yeah.
Was that before or after you guys played the Ku Klux Klan version of the fucking Bananagram?
Before,
yeah. You had to get the endorphins fired up to play your racist games.
Yeah, the game's not inherently racist. You can choose to play it any way you want.
But your uncle made it racist. That's the Patreon. Yeah, dude. We just like my mom did a thing this year that I was psyched on. For Christmas Eve, me and my girlfriend went over. And my mom, instead of making I don't like ham. Ham weirds me out. Lunch meat weirds me out. Can I say that? I like a salty lunch meat like a pepperoni or a capicola or a prosciutto, okay? Or a salami. But I don't like just fucking ham. Ham beans? You loving ham? You like ham?
Don't mind. Don't mind if I do.
It's too fleshy.
I see where you're coming from, but if it's in a sandwich, you can just slam it down. I won't go for ham just like individually. I have before, but
God. That's so sickening, dude. I don't like just a slice of... I mean, where does it come from off that? This is what bothers me, okay? And yeah, we talked on the Patreon how I've been getting the adult Happy Meals, and if people that listen to this cast want to send the Kerwin Frost, the box unopened, to Go Bananas of the McNugget Buddies, please send them to me. I'm trying to get a ton of them, and I'd like to put all the ones that people sent me out on the cast. They're in the adult Happy Meal at McDonald's, okay? I said that only to say this. I realize that a Chicken McNugget is pink slime that has been formed and bleached into looking like chicken and flavored and chemically made to look like that. I understand that, okay? That I understand. But ham is just like a fucking spherical brown on the inside. It's pink. It's like, what the fuck are we eating? It's gross. It's not the way you're supposed to eat anything.
I didn't even think about the fact that ham came from an animal until I was probably like 13 years old.
That's the exact point I'm making. It doesn't even seem like it's from an animal. I know Chicken McNuggets don't, but whatever. That's been pumped into our brain since we've been a little fucking baby. That's fine.
But
and
Chicken
so's
McNuggets,
ham. So's ham.
Chicken is like, that's an animal. Ham, it doesn't intrinsically connect to an animal for me.
It's also something about this too. Like, you know, deli style chicken? Barf, dude.
Yep.
Chicken shouldn't be like that. Does that make sense? In a big round thing? I mean, okay, if you look at a rotisserie chicken in the store and then you look at that ball of white, that's deli chicken. That's the same fucking animal? How are you going to get the ball? What part of the chicken is that? Beaks and assholes? Cloaca? What part of the chicken is that? It's just shredded. What do? They just pluck all the feathers and throw it in a machine, and then they bang 78 chickens together to make that one fucking ball? That's weird, dude.
There's probably a ball guy who just
ball guy
forms them all.
No, it's a machine. But there used to be a ball guy.
That would be fun.
Before Henry Ford or whatever guy made the machine.
Upton Sinclair.
Sinclair.
No, he just wrote that book about how the conditions were bad in those slaughterhouses.
Hey, Upton Sinclair. No fucking shit. The conditions are bad in a slaughterhouse. What do you expect a slaughterhouse to be? Nice?
Especially in 1912, you know.
1912, they were walking in there and dudes were mad at their sons and they were just punching cows' heads off. They were a different breed of guys. You know what I mean? They were a different breed of guys. Oh, God. He would have loved that. He would have loved this riff. You know? He would have loved... Blake, would have loved to talk about
The Jungle by Upton Sinclair.
Not The Jungle by Upton Sinclair. I'm sure he's never read it. If it's not about some girl getting possessed in Kansas, he's not looking at it. But it's like he would love to talk about guys going home and punching their instead of punching their wives, punching a pig. He would have loved that. He would have loved that shit. And he's not here because he's coughing. It's like, what are you gonna do? You're either gonna live or you're gonna love. But you gotta do both. I don't know what that means. But no, dude. Of course slaughterhouses were fucking awful. Of course slaughterhouses sucked. They still suck. Just because a machine kills a pig, it's still killing a life. You know what I mean? It's still taking a life. It's a big... You know, there's certain shit I think I'm over. In 2024, I think I'm done. I don't think I'm going to eat pig anymore.
Just like no pork, no bacon.
Yeah. Bacon is the only acceptable pork product to me. Honestly.
Sausage, you won't?
I've never been a huge sausage guy. Maybe on a pizza, but never a huge sausage guy.
What about on like a breakfast sandwich?
No, I'm a turkey sausage man.
All right.
Because can I say, tase them?
Yeah.
The bird thing doesn't bother me. Bird are like fish. You know? Chicken's like a fish.
The fellow mammals, though.
The fellow mams, dude. Cow actually doesn't bother me either. I don't know why. I think I just...
Because they're women?
Because they're women. That's why. Eating a cow doesn't bother me because that's eating a woman. Yeah? No, it's not because it's eating a woman. You fucking say it's also not a woman.
Cows are women.
It's a female.
Well,
it's not a woman. Dude, don't go out in the streets and being like, cows are women. That's
I know some women who are cows.
Okay. And that's why you got in trouble at the Kroger. Because you kept walking around and people going, and women were like, get him the fuck out of here.
Oh, man. People are really going to think negatively about me after what I've said.
It's a comedy podcast, Beans. And also, I don't know, cows for some reason never bothered me. The thought of eating a cow. Because it just seems like it's like, I mean, were cows running around in the wild?
Yes.
Really?
They do.
A black and white cow was running around in the wild?
Sure.
A milk cow.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I've never thought about this. They would probably have had to.
Yeah, and they were just getting bulldozed by the bulls.
Excuse me.
The bulls are the boy... The
man.
The man cows. Yeah.
Right, the man cow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bulls are man cows.
Yeah, bulls are man cows. And so the man cow would go up to the woman cow
In the wild.
And bulldoze them? What the fuck does that mean?
You know.
Bang them.
Yeah.
And then they would make
Calves.
baby cows.
Yeah.
Baby human cows. And then those baby human cows, what would cows do?
Just feed on the grass and...
Dude, I'm starting to think cows aren't real. Hold on a second. I'm starting to think there's a conspiracy. Because where the fuck were these animals in, like, Native American times? Am I stupid?
I don't want to say that, but they definitely were around in Native
I'm
American
sure
times.
they were around. But forest cows? What was that about?
They're probably more like on the prairies, I would think.
Yeah, they're probably not in the woods hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they're on like a little adventure.
But also, I feel like they're so easy to see. So if you're a wolf or something.
They traveled in like
Herds.
Herds.
Packs are wolves.
Right.
But wolves travel in packs. Wow. So there's just a bunch of black and white cows walking around a prairie.
Together.
And then a wolf is just like, well, there it is. I mean, what are they camouflaging?
Well, they're not camouflaging. It's just like strength in numbers.
I thought all animals had a natural camouflage.
Oh. Well.
Because, see, sheep I can see being wild. You know what I mean? A sheep, a goat. I can see those things being wild, right? That seems like an ancient animal. People ate goat and sheep forever, since pyramid times, you know? Pyramids are still around, no matter what you think. But during pyramid times, there was, you always see the guy with the little cane shepherd, the bells on the neck, bing, 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 bing. But you never saw a cow doing that. You never saw a guy walking around and like Bible time, with a bunch of cows.
I think so. I mean, livestock was...
Oxen.
Sure. That's like cow adjacent.
That's like super cow, though. And they have big-ass horns.
Yeah, well, I bet like the modern cow is very tame compared to the...
What is this?
Why are you doing the udder of the cow.
Oh, this is milking?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
You know all about that.
I like you to whip that move on me, buddy. Bucko. Dude, yeah, okay. But I just don't, for some reason, I don't see cows walking around. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I think that's like a new thing, the black and white cow. When did those come out? Who gives a shit? Fuck it. You don't think about stuff like this until you get with your boy who, you lose one guy. Dude, he's going to come back on this next cast. I'm telling you, he's going to come back on this next cast. He's going to be so mad at us. He's going to Google all this shit about cows, and he's going to scream at us about it. He's going to call us two dumb fucks.
Yeah.
He's gonna come in here. He's gonna hurry us up. He's gonna frazzle us. He's gonna call you a racist and me a pedophile. And then he's gonna sit there on his high horse with a brand he got for Christmas. Somebody got him a new Devil shirt.
Oh yeah.
And it's so new. The ink of it's probably like so bright. The shirt's so black.
It's like glossy.
Yeah, glossy. But it's not glossy, but it's glossy. And it's probably gonna say something on it like, give me your blood. And I'm gonna be like, what's this shirt? And he's going, it's one of the best bands of all time. Because, I ask him anything. He's like, it's one of the best bands of all time.
Yeah, and it's like a skeleton with a Nazi on it.
Yeah, it's like a skeleton. And he's like, it's not a Nazi. And it's like, guy, it's a Nazi.
Yeah, no, but they were Jewish. It's like.
And he's like, one of the band members was Jewish.
And then you Google it later. Because I do. I Google it later and it's like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It'd be like, this band, Nazi sympathizers, and Blake's like, well, not all of their stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I'm really in for a hurting when he comes back.
Oh, God, he's going to cook us about the cow thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I told him I watched, me and my girl watched Saltburn. Have you heard of Saltburn, the movie?
No. Well, I've seen commercials for it. They're like British and they're like gay.
Yeah. But it's not that. Can I give my movie review?
Yep.
You'll never watch it.
I'll watch it.
Do you care if I spoil it?
I don't.
Okay, so check this out. I've only heard what you have heard. That's why I asked you if you've heard of it, okay? I've only heard that Saltburn was, quote-unquote, viciously gay. That's what I heard, right? So my girl wanted to watch it. I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it. I want to know what everybody's watching. And let me tell you something, dude. This movie, number one, a little bit too long. Kind of drug a little bit, okay? I'm ready for it to get viciously gay for me. You know what I mean? Couple parts now. Let me tell you something, buddy. Gayer than hell. But also not. Creepier than it was gay. It like transcended gay and was just creepy sexual. It had no gender to it. Does that make sense? Now, there was a gender attached to the act, but it was like, this guy is fucked. It's the guy that plays the new Joker. That dude girls are saying is hot, and he's one of the most atrocious looking men I've ever seen. He's like that white guy with wolf eyes, and he's got like the very defined nose, and he's got like a little squanch head. He plays the Joker in the Robert Pattinson movie at the very end. They put him in like prosthetics. He's all fucked up. He's supposed to play the new Joker. I forget his name, but it's got the other guy, that handsome motherfucker from Euphoria, in it. What is that guy's name? Elbow? Something Elbow? Jacob Elbow? Joshua Elbow? Mike Elbow? Dominic Elbow? I don't know his name. I think it's Elbow. But this fucking hot piece of man. Now, here's what it is. They go to Oxford College, okay? Look up Saltburn cast. Tell me the first guy's name. The guy with the face and the eyes.
Is it Jacob Elordi?
Elordi. That's the hot one. What's the other guy's name?
Barry Keoghan.
That's him. Barry Keoghan.
And then
Keogh?
Rosamund Pike is also in it.
I don't remember that. Oh, so here's what happens, okay? So in 2006, I think it said, this guy goes to Oxford College, the Barry one, the guy that I don't find attractive. He goes to Oxford. He clocks Jacob Elbow, right? Jacob Elbow is like a super rich guy from a super rich family. So you think it's like Talented Mr. Ripley style, maybe with some gay shit in it, right? That's what I thought it was going to be. So he befriends him. This guy is kind of a dork. He doesn't have a lot of friends. And he befriends Jacob Elbow, who's hot and loves to party. He's got a little eyebrow ring, right? And Jacob Elbow's family lives in this mansion called Saltburn. So he finds out this sob story from the weird guy Barry. He finds out this sob story, and see the guy Barry plays, his name is Oliver, so we'll call him that. Oliver is like watching him through the window, make out with girls. He's Jacob Elbow. He's clocking Elbow through the window, making out with girls. He's trying to become his friend. He's doing all this kind of weird, creepy shit. We still recording? Okay, are we still recording sound? Okay, I'm good. I just got to check, Sometimes I got to check. I got to worry because the warden. Why don't you pan over to him? Still not here. So what happens is he ends up going to the house, right? Here's the part that they all said was like the gayest thing in the world. This is what people said. Okay, so Jacob Elbow's in the bathtub. And dude, this guy has the ab things you have, but way better than yours. I mean, they're crazy, brother. I mean, this guy is bodied the fuck up, right? Handsome fella. Handsome, tall, handsome like you. But I mean, his face is killing your face. I mean, God, he's killing everybody's face. This guy's so handsome. I originally didn't think he was that handsome, but he's handsome and he's got a British accent. So here he goes. He's in the big bathtub in this big main house he invited fucking Oliver over to, right? For the summer. And he's beaten off in the bathtub. Now they're sharing a room. Oliver and this guy. Or they're sharing a bathroom, but they're in separate rooms in this giant mansion. And the night before, little aside to the jacking off in the bathtub, night before, Oliver had gone downstairs, saw Jacob Elbow's sister, and she's all drunk, he's all drunk. He starts fingering her, or he tries to finger her out there in the wilds, and she's like, it's not the right time of the month. And this guy said, you think I give a fuck about blood? I'm a vampire. Blake would love this part. Guy goes, I'm a vampire. Fingers her, blood on his hands, puts it in his mouth, puts it in her mouth, puts it back, and then he starts eating her out with the blood. I mean, this guy, depraved. So then after this fucking debacle, he goes back up in the house. This is the next night. Jacob Elbow's up there just straight cranking his shaft, just by himself in this nice, big, beautiful bathroom. And he's watching. Oliver's watching through the door. His boy crank it, right? His boy gets out of the bathtub, pulls the drain. The water starts draining. He gets right off, puts a bathrobe on, goes in his room. Fucking Oliver, this is the gay part that everybody's like freaking out about. Oliver busts in the bathroom, drinks the bath water, dude, with the cum. First of all, this is what I want to know. You're visibly grossed out by that. He licks the drain of the bathtub. He's like, it's crazed, right? This is what I want to know. Who beats off in a bathtub and comes in there? Who's coming in the bath? Are you coming in a bath?
I'm not, because the water makes like the texture just no good.
Okay. The water makes the texture no good. Okay, let me think about that for a second. The water makes the texture no good. Okay, Beans. Well, here's what I don't like about it. When you bust,
right?
You're taking a bath and you're bust.
Right.
I don't care how many riblets you got, how sexy you are. You don't bathe in your own bust. What are you? Going to the fucking jungle? What is the zoo thing? What is that book about slaughterhouses called? That's a pig activity is what I'm getting at. That's people that eat ham do that. Okay?
Jungle, yeah.
Yeah, the jungle.
Yeah.
I mean, you're beating off in the fucking bathtub, and then you're bucking out a hearty load, and then you're just chilling in there, and then that guy came and lapped it up like a little pig, right? So that one's fucked. That's pretty fucked up. But then I was like, oh, okay, now it's about to ramp up. Now we're getting gay. 50 minutes in. But see, that's not even gay. That's just like perverse. That's not just a perverted act doesn't mean you're gay. I mean, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It's just they're just showing he's like, I don't think gay people are fucked up. Therefore, I think what he did was fucked up. I don't think that's gay. I think that's just him being a pervert, right? It's like if a girl
with gay undertones.
I guess it's gay because you're eating cum and you're a guy, but
right.
But also, if a girl did that, I would be like, "What the fuck is wrong with that piece of shit?" You know what I mean? That's a fucked up thing to do, is to lick a bathtub drain. So anyway, the next day, he's over there dicking around, and he's looking at him all crazed, right? You know, but nothing else happens gay except for one guy saw him fingering the lady with the period. He told on him, and now his buddy that he licked the cum out of the bathtub, Jacob Elbow, he's all pissed at Oliver. He's like, dude, you can't hook up with my sister. The last guy that hooked up with my sister ruined our friendship. And he's like, dude, I'm not going to hook up with your sister. She was drunk. I told her to fuck off. That other guy's lying about it. So to get the other guy who was lying about it, he crawled in his bedroom at night and he fucked him. But he got fucked by him. He woke him up in the middle of the night and was like, "Why'd you tell on me?" And the guy is a gay guy or he's bi or whatever. And then Oliver's laying on top of the guy, and you kind of see him shove the wiener in his butt, and he's talking to the guy. He's like, "You gonna behave?" Now that one's good. Now that's a gay part. Okay, that's fine. But then the only other part is Jacob Elbow. He gets poisoned. okay, dies during Oliver's birthday, okay? And they bury him. They bury him in a grave. And just by all the perverse things I've explained to you, what do you think? Oliver, the guy that licked the cum out of the bathtub and that fucked that man and told him to behave and fingered that lady with the blood. See, so he's bi. So there's gay stuff, but he's bi. So what do you think he did at Jacob Elbow's grave after he had drank the bathwater?
Did he like try to make out with the dead body?
No, he's in the ground.
Okay.
He's in the ground. It's raining, and it's like a static shot, and he's just kind of he's in the foreground, but you can see the house behind him in the grave, but it's just a side shot of the grave, and he's crying on top of the grave. What do you think he does?
Does he jerk off onto the grave?
Worse.
He shits?
No.
He pisses?
No. He fucks the grave.
Ah.
The guy fucks the grave. And I called it. Because he's sobbing initially. He's like, he's crying. And then he takes his shirt off because it's raining. And that guy's bodied up too, by the way. The ugly guy, he's bodied up, right? And he rips his shirt off and he's like laying on the grave and he's writhing on the grave. And I looked at my girl and I was like, he's going to fuck the grave. And she goes, no, he's not. And dude, let me tell you something. Winks his pants down, wiener in the dirt, and just starts fucking the grave. And that's what I'm going to do to Blake.